Good morning, Doms. Are you starting your morning off looking for a kill? Doms, are you looking for a kill? What do you see? What do you see, buddy? Do you see any birds? Oh my. You're so hard done by. Domgats, what are you doing? Do you know your human has to go outside soon? Do you? But you think you can use me as your pillow? Is that what this is all about? Is it? Is it? Doms, what are you doing? You don't care, do you? You just care about using me as your pillow. I know how this all works. Yes, sir. All right, shut her down. We're back in the garage on the sloppy rebuild of the Eu2000i Generator. I need to fix my air compressor so I can do a leak down test before we continue. Last night, stopped at my local Princess Auto. Picked up a new switch, 125, 155. That's pretty close to what I got now. I picked up a new air compressor gauge, because we know the one that came on this Wing Wang plasma cutter bottomed out and doesn't seal properly, so this one here will fit. It'll just stick out, read it better. So then I picked up one of these stripping pads that probably going to use that on this differential. Still waiting on some parts to come in. Got the old switch off right here. Yeah, it even smells burnt. Probably because it was smoking yesterday. New one's installed. It's time to let the smoke out of the wires and see what happens. Turn the air valve off. Make sure that one's shut too. If I get electrocuted, this will be the last video you guys will see. All right, the cutoff worked. I was getting nervous there because it said 155, but it's actually, well, depends if my gauge is correct, and if you put in atmospheric pressure, it probably does equal out to 155. But yeah, everything seems to work. No smoke came out of the wires. Actually, the cylinder values are actually really good. What are you doing, Toms? What are you doing? Are you just hiding in the corner? It's November, and the grass is still green. A few weeks ago it snowed heavy and I thought I was gonna stay. Now, I guess right now I can start assembling this. For some reason, I don't know what the heck's going on, but the coil seems to work today. I don't know if I was having problems with my multimeter or what. I got a spare coil right here. It's not a Honda brand, but I can modify it to work if I have issues. So now I'm gonna get this in the base, fill it full of oil, and see what's gonna happen. Just put some oil in it, 10W30 amps oil. All the wiring connections are on. Let's mount it. I guess we'll see. This thing will start. Tomcat greets me at the door every day. Look at him. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? Do you want your human to come inside? Do you? Tomcat, what are you doing? Did you miss your human? Did you? Do you want some belly rubs? Do you want some belly rubs? Is that what you want? Belly rubs all around? Belly rubs? Yeah. You're such a cute boy. You are. Doms, what are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Hey? What are you doing? Oh, headbutt the camera. What are you doing? Do you want to go inside? Do you want to go inside? Do you? Do you? Do you? You're looking angry. You want to bite my finger? Headbutt? Oh, yeah. Oh, you're trying to sneak a bite in. Oh, look at you. Look at you being all vicious. Hey? Come on. Come on. Hey? You look at you. Look at you. There's supposed to be some crazy storm brewing. I don't know how much snow we're supposed to get here, but down in Lethbridge, they're supposed to get up to 50 centimeters of snow. Let's go outside and have a look. Even my carts blew over. In the meantime, need to get this project done. Tailgate table works good for the laptop. Parts have been coming in for the rear end. Got rear diff cover, Rubicon Express springs. I'm gonna be having a 2-week window come up in about just under 2 months. And if all my parts come in before then I'd like to go ahead and start swapping over the rear end, get that taken care of, and then move on to the next project. Now that that's assembled, take it outside, let it run for a while, see how it is. So this heater is only 1500 watt. And the generator's struggling to keep this thing running. You guys see the power go out. It's gonna stumble on itself. Yeah, there you go. Power went out. It's on eco mode. So now it's back to working on this, and this didn't really surprise me at all. Seems to me like a fuel issue for sure. Black smoke coming out the back. This generator was sitting for at least a year. Had to float upside down. The carburetor could have moved some crap around inside the bowl. Maybe we should be quick. Take apart, put back together, see what happens. So I think I may have actually got the gaskets in backwards. Let's see what gasket I have underneath here. And I believe I do, yep. I believe that's what my issue is. So I think that's going to be an easy fix, because this one here is the one that's supposed to go there. Slide the carburetor back on the bolts as such, and then this one here goes like that. I got a 1500 watt load on her. and not seeing any blue smoke. Got the heater going. Generator even seems to be running way nicer for sure. Not choking itself out. So we've been going about 10 minutes now. That's like a 1500 watt load. And you can see that LED is not fading at all. Needless to say, operator error. Putting the wrong gasket in makes a world of difference. I'm actually glad we didn't head out camping because this wind has been relentless all night and all today. I actually thought my house was gonna blow away or was gonna lose my roof. It's been brutal. Excuse me, mister. Doms, what are you doing sitting on my laptop? Doms, the laptop is not for cleaning yourself. What are you doing, Doms? I'm going to touch you while you're cleaning. Doms, this is not how we operate. What are you doing? Are you even paying attention to me? I didn't think so. Well, the garage is not entirely warm. We got the furnace going. One of the things I got to do. I'm actually kind of glad we didn't head out camping this weekend because it would have been brutal. But one of the things I need to do, especially to combat this wind with my tent, is get these things set up. So a while ago on my 3D printer, I 3D printed these so I could tighten down the ropes on the tent, because the tent came with the ropes. I just haven't cut it to size yet, so I'm gonna get that set up right now. First off, I need to get the tent out, reorganize some stuff. I bought a minus 35 degree sleeping bag a few years ago and never got the opportunity to use it. Ah man, the generator's so close to fitting too. Just maneuver some stuff around. I can go in at an angle. That way I can still get the generator in. So now, talked about before and I showed you briefly, I bought some moving blankets. And those are gonna be help with the insulation on the floor of the tent. So I really don't know how many I need, but I created 6. That way I could have 4 for the tent and 2 for the awning if needed. I think those should work out just fine. I 3D printed these with a 45% infill, so I mean they're pretty rugged. Unless they get UV damaged, I think that's probably the only way they're gonna break. We haven't tested them in the cold or anything yet, but I got some spares here in case we need to cross that path. Now that that's taken care of, I just got one little small project left. Winter wheeling is, I guess, pretty much here, and this is one of the things that makes a big difference when you're out in the bush. Is I picked up a set of chains, and before I head out, I need to fit them up, and I'm gonna fit them up on the spare tire because it's too cold outside, and this way I can make sure that they fit. So I just laid them out. These are the chains I prefer, ones that have the cam locks and doesn't have a wire in the middle. It actually has some teeth, because when it comes to steep hills and ice, you don't want to be messing around. So I'm just gonna fit them up. Now of course, in the bush, you just drape them over your tire and then drive over them, but I'm just gonna fit them up right here loosely. Need to get this last link on, but it's like trying to squeeze a pair of pants on that are too tight. But if I go this way, then I'm way too loose. Probably way too loose even if I tighten up the cams. Let's find out. I only got one left. I think that's still too loose. So once I start working on the chains, I need to shorten them. In order for them to be tight, I'm going to come into this section here, so I need to remove that last bar and shorten the chain by 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 links for sure. Everything's back on after I shortened it a bit. I'm starting to feel some tension now. I need my other arm. There. That's nice and tight now. Because last thing you want, if you don't have your chains put on right, they can do a lot of damage. And over at the table here, I cut some links out. This here, I just put a chisel in there, kind of spared it open. It actually opens up pretty easy. Because you don't want to, these to roll. If these roll inside, so they're going to be hitting on your tire, you can actually get a flat. I got a lot of grip there, so I'm not really worried about that too much. And of course, I'm going to have to get just a couple bungee cords too, just to go across to kind of keep things a little tight. But one is fitted up and I like it. One down, one to go. Good thing I decided to fit them up before I went out in the bush, because I would not have been happy if I needed to use them and I went to go fit them up and they're way too big. But I need to go down to the local Princess Auto, get some bungee cords, and I think I'll be good. All right, it's time to shut her down. I did accomplish quite a bit in this video, even though a lot of it's not really shown in this video. Mostly working on my second channel, doing all the diagnostic videos for the Honda EU2000i. That project's done. Good thing, something simple like that, like the gasket was in the wrong spot. I mixed them up, and you can see how much it affected that generator. So I'm glad that's patched up. Still got one more chain to fit up. I'll probably do that later this week, and then we're going to be heading out, hopefully do some 4x4 wheeling in the wintertime this next weekend. That's what the game plan is. Normally I'd crack a beer right about now, but in this weather, just not feeling the beer. So I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Take care.